Yeah. Okay. Oh, hey, I'm Euge Valovirta, and I play in Cyhra and also in Red Wolf, and I just released my second solo album last week.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
So, how was the band formed?
Cyhra, well, Cyhra was founded by Jake, our vocalist, and Jesper Strömblad in 2017, because they were both kind of working on their own music, because Jake had left Amaranthe, and then they, because they are old friends, and they spoke about it, and then they just thought that, hey, why don't we make an album together? And then they wrote some songs, and then they were like, well, these are pretty good. Should we, found a band? And then they asked Alex Landenburg to play drums and Peter Ivers from Influence, now ex-Influence, to play bass. And then that was kind of the first incarnation. And then very soon, because the arrangements is lots of harmonies and stuff, and they also wanted to have guitar solos and stuff. And Jesper is mainly a rhythm guitar player and fantastic songwriter. So then they asked me to join. And by that time, the name wasn't Cyhra, it was something else, there were a few different options for the name, and then we just decided to, okay, let's go with Cyhra, and that was actually Jesper who, if I remember correct, who came up with the name. So that's the story short.
That's a great story.
Thank you.
So how did you come up with the name?
Well, it's because Jesper would answer this better, but we've discussed about this. So I think it was because Cyhra, like Cyhra without the H, it's Persian and it means moon. So then I guess the guys just added the H in there, because the Cyhra, if you are familiar with our logo, there is kind of moon on top of the H, because the H was added there, and then so it's Persian and it means moon. And we just thought that hey, that's a kind of good story and a good sounding name, different name, because we wanted to separate ourselves. So I think it's a unique name, and it's many times a wrong spelled and written like Kyra or Cyhra, but it is. So that's the story.
Okay. Well, how long has the band been around?
Well, the first incarnation was probably like 2016, but it was only Jesper and Jake. But me and Alex and Peter, we joined in 2017 when our first album was released. So 4 years.
Okay, it's not so very long time.
No, not long, because we all have been professional musicians for. I've been 20 years, Jesper even longer, and Peter. So we have a history, but this band is quite new.
Okay, so I think you have answered this question, but how many albums have you released?
2. Letters to Myself, 2017, and No Halos in Hell, late 2019, and then we managed to do a European tour, Sweden tour, Finland tour, and
so you come to Sweden?
Sorry?
So you come to Sweden and play?
Hopefully when the COVID is over, because the tour was kind of cut off, because we were in February 2020, we were in UK with Delane, and right after when we came home from the tour, the COVID shutdown started, and we were supposed to continue the tour after a couple of weeks, but after a year and a half, we still haven't. So we're looking forward to continue that as soon as possible.
Okay, so I have to say that we Veckans Band with ZeD will made our festival next year here in Luleå. So if you will join, I can send a date and everything when the date will coming up.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, we like to do as many shows as possible, but it's obviously all because this is our profession. So kind of have to make financially sense, and the schedules. I mean, I'm not working on the shows. We have a booking agent and manager, but of course we discuss about this. Okay, what should we do and when and what we can do. But yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, but just now we are just the first way and fix
Okay.
people and everything and fix money.
Okay.
So, but the last question are who made the songs?
Well, the first album, Letters to Myself, the songs were written by Jake and Jesper together because it was their kind of project first. But on the second album, No Halos in Hell, it was basically written by Jake, me, and Jesper. And Alex took part of the arrangement and stuff. Some songs I wrote together with Jake. Some songs Jesper wrote together with Jake, and some songs we three wrote together.
Yeah, okay. So when will the next single or album coming out? Have you something now or?
We've been writing songs on this lockdown. We have a lot of songs, but we decided that we want to go and continue the No Halos in Hell tour first. We have a European tour coming in October this year with Twilight Force. So we want to do some more touring because it was kind of, cut short. And after we've done touring, we will sit down and see, okay, what each of us has written. Because I know Jake has written some stuff, I have written some stuff. We have actually written some with Jake together, but there's no plans at the moment. But I would say we probably go into studio 2022, the earliest, not this year, because this year we want to focus on touring and hopefully 2022 also. But so rough estimate, I would say a couple of years maybe.
Okay, so have you some booking concert for next week and next year?
Well, next year is open if I've understood correct, but I think there will be because our Japan tour was postponed like 3 or 4 times, so that hopefully will happen next year. Then there was plans to go to America to do European tour, so if I've understood correct, nothing has been confirmed, but I know that our manager and booking agent are working. So, but we will announce on our website and Facebook as soon as there's something confirmed. But the October tour, that's been announced already.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be great. So you're talking about Japan.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we all have played there with our previous bands. I played there a few times with Shining, but we've never played there with Cyhra. So we were supposed to go there on summer 2020, if I remember correct, but it was postponed, and it's still postponed because of the COVID. So we don't know when that will happen, but it will happen, in the future.
Yeah, I hope that will happen because I think if you travel to Japan and play, I think you will get more contact and everything.
Yeah, because Japan, I mean, Japan was the best market for No Halos in Halos, like considering physical releases. So we were actually on charts there, and our label in Japan, they've done a fantastic job. So we really look forward to go there and Japan's biggest rock magazine, Burn, we were voted as Jake was voted as the best songwriter, and I guess one of our songs was on the top of the list. So there's a fan base, and we really much would like to go on and play there because I mean it's a fantastic country. I love the country and the vibe, and I haven't been there in a couple of years, so really looking forward to that.
I have never been there. So.
It's. I remember the first time I came to Tokyo, I was like, okay, this is what a big city looks like. It was like overwhelming, but it's a regional country, but I like it a lot.
Yeah, I can understand that. So, what gig are you most happy with, and why?
Wow, that's a question I've been asked before, and it's hard to understand because some gigs are just like, magic where everything works. And the one that comes to my mind right now, there's so many, but we did a European tour with Battle Beast, Finnish band, right after I think it started on the same day that No Halos in Hell was released, and we were in Germany. Unfortunately, I can't remember the place, but it was this big sports hall, like huge stage and stuff. That wasn't the reason why the show was so good, but it was just for some reason magical. And because we were the opening act, the audience, some of them knew who we were, but after like a second and third song, everybody was like shouting like this, and we were on stage like, what's happening? They are singing our songs with us, and it was because it was Battle Beast crowd. So that's what right now comes to my mind, because it was. I mean, we had goosebumps, and it was just one of those magical moments where everything just clicks. The sound was perfect on stage, on in-ears, no problems. Everything just worked, and the playing was good, and the audience loved. So I would say that show. There's many others, but that's one.
I can think.
I can remember the city where we were.
I can think when the public, you understand, will singing after you will feel very big for you.
Yeah, and because the album had just came out, so people haven't heard the songs, but they were still like singing after when we go into the second chorus, and they're already singing. I was like, well, yeah, I guess these songs work pretty well, because we didn't have an idea, because the album just came out, and people were just starting to listen to that. So that was really good indication, so to say, that okay, we must have done something right. So, but it's a great feeling when you see that okay, the audience is connecting with you, and they really like the songs you have written.
I think if you do a song and people will sing it for you, I think that will be an amazing feeling.
Yeah, it is. It's always. I mean, I've been doing this for 20 years, but it always, get goosebumps when you see that. Like, because you write your songs alone in your my studio, and you really don't know if this anybody will like, and then when you're playing that, and you hear the people singing and really like, that's a great feeling. That's the best reward. What you can get from the audience, and I guess audience gets something from us because they come to see us. But it works both ways. So we get a lot. At least I get a lot from the audience, like
exactly,
good vibes, which are more important than any ticket sales or money. But good vibes.
Yeah, that's a great thing. So, how important is your music to you?
It's really obviously really important, and because I'm really grateful, because my hobby, which was music. I mean, I have other hobbies too. I do a lot of sports and stuff, but music was and is one of my dearest hobbies, and it's also my profession, how I earn a living. So it's really important in like all ways, every way. So financially, but the most it's if we let the business thing out, I love music. I love to listen to music. I love to go to shows to see other bands, to play myself. It's really important to me, and I guess many people could agree, because it's a universal language.
Yeah, I can understand it's like your life.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just music. The most important thing is your family, your friends, wife, parents. Those are the music is, but it's really important. But it's not the most important thing in life.
I can understand that. So, how many times have you been in Sweden and played?
With Cyhra, we played many times, and I have played in Sweden many times with my previous bands and visited there. I would say tens, maybe even hundreds. I don't know, because Sweden and Finland are
it's very close.
It's very close. So, in a way, Sweden is like my second home country. And whenever I go to Gothenburg, where Cyhra's our studio and headquarters, it kind of feels like coming to another hometown. So Sweden is very very dear to me.
So, where do you see your band about 3 in 5 years?
Well, hopefully we have released our third album, and hopefully this COVID thing is over, and hopefully we are somewhere on tour, giving and getting good vibes from and to the audience. Where I would like us to be.
Okay, that's a great answer. So, who made your covers and logo design?
It's a artist called Gustavo Sazes. He's from Portugal in English, I guess. Hopefully I'm not wrong, or was it? I think Portugal. But Gustavo has been working with Jake ever since Amaranthe days. So he has done all of our T-shirt designs, all designs. It's Gustavo, except Letters to Myself, a vinyl version. That cover was designed by Jake, our vocalist. But mostly it's Gustavo Sazes, a great guy.
Good. So, what makes your stand off different from the other bands?
Wow. I mean, well, I think because our music is kind of like heavy, down-tuned guitars, and very Gothenburg harmonies. What In Flames has done, Iron Maiden, but then we have this Jake, who's an amazing singer, who doesn't growl, but sings for real, like clean vocals. So we are very focused not only to the heavy riffs and double kick drums, but the actual song, the melody, and how it speaks. So I think that we differ from that, because many people either growl or then they have both. But we just, that was a conscious decision that we want to have just old school, real good vocal melodies and sing cleanly. So I guess that's what differentiates us from other bands on that Gothenburg genre, quote unquote. So where are the last album recorded? It was mainly recorded in Ribe, Denmark, at Jacob Hansen's studio, and Jake did some backing vocals and keyboards at his home studio, and I recorded actually most of the guitar solos at my home studio. That's cool. Yeah. So, I mean, modern technology. I don't know if you can see, I have a lot of guitar amps here and stuff. So I actually recorded my whole solo album here. So it's cool, because then you can just send the files, and then Jacob Hansen mixed the album in Ribe at studios, the Hansen studio. Okay, that was my last question. So do you want to say anything to me or them who will see this interview? Well, I mean, thanks to you, and congratulations. Your channel, you've done worked hard, and it's always a pleasure to see new faces, at least to me, to do this thing, and so I'm glad that you asked me to do this. Thank you, and to the fans, this whole year and a half, it's been quite a different, and I guess we all are waiting for the moment and when things will be back, normal, or at least somewhat close to normal, so that we can tour, we could meet the fans, we could play live and stuff. So all the best to everyone, and that day will happen when we get to see each others again, and not just only via
Yeah, I think the interview will be more great if we can meet in real life.
Exactly, everything is more, I mean, first it was pretty cool. Hey, I can work home, I don't have to meet anybody and stuff. But now it's like you get bored to just because I haven't met the Cyhra guys. I met them last time in February in London when we did the tour. I mean, we've been connecting, doing this Skype and stuff meetings, but we haven't met. And we have been writing songs with Jake like this, but it's not the same when you sit together and have guitars and go through stuff. So I'm really looking forward to meet everybody again.
Okay. Well, I have one question more. You see my green screen?
Yeah.
Do you see my T-shirt there?
No.
Oh well, I can send a picture for you on your mail.
Yeah.
This green screen will be away, and every band T-shirt will coming up. I got 15 T-shirts from 15 band, and I will building a hard rock pub here in my studio. So I have a question: if I can get a T-shirt from your band?
Yes, of course. I will ask Jake to send you. So when you write me an email, please put your address, so I will ask Jake to send, because we have T-shirts, I think, in Sweden at our studio, so Jake can send you one.
Okay, thanks.